Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Litecoin. The market has gone higher, gone lower, then went all the way back up towards our TP price. You guys can see it. Came shy of hitting it, but then the market completely collapsed, and we're still in a downtrend so far for Litecoin. So I wanted to show you what I think the market's about to do. Obviously, it doesn't look bullish right now, considering that we saw price come to the buy pocket. We got a quick reaction the first time price came. But the second time, we're not really seeing that follow through. The market here in Litecoin is still trending to the downside. So I said, let me come in and talk to the people, show you all what I think the market's about to do in Litecoin so that we can be prepared as best as possible to the next likely move. So welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content as always. So now let's go. So yeah, this price prediction was produced on the 25th of October. We was looking for the market Litecoin to go higher initially. You guys can see from this standpoint that the market got snagged right there, that sell pocket. Price reacted, came down. Then it bounced off of our buy pocket here on October the 30th. Ran it back up to the sell pocket a second time and got rejected again. And then that's when the market completely fell down to our ultimate stop loss. You guys can see it. And it's a shame because outside of that factor, the market ran all the way back up here towards the second sell pocket, which we ultimately had our TP or our take profit at, and then that's when the market really went back down. So it goes that way. Just keeping it real with the people, showing my family what I think the market was about to do, and this is exactly what it did against what I thought it was going to do. So a pretty good call outside that the market went down first, then ultimately going back up to where we expected it to go. So let's go and get rid of that. We will get rid of this sell pocket, this buy pocket, and this one. Now we're going to create a new buy pocket, however. Okay, so this is going to be our newest area that we see at least market participants trying to come in and buy this cryptocurrency. This is where they're located for the time being. Now, just like we created that buy pocket, we need to go ahead and create a sell pocket into the market in Litecoin. And seeing, as I zoom out and show you this, zooming out the chart, you guys can see that there's definitely a lot more sell pockets in this on this chart than there are buy pockets, meaning that they're the ones that's moving the price. It's the sellers that's doing it because they are the ones that's deleting or getting rid of the buy pockets. When you see sell pockets remain, that is telling you that that's the ones who's moving the price. You might be able to create a new sell pocket in Litecoin. Might be able to do two more. Let's create one here. And then there might be one forming right around here now in Litecoin. All right, so real quick, as we always do, we're going to go ahead and look at the market on different time frames because it gives a bigger picture of what's going on. The only thing that I would say is that this area needs to be watched for buyers. That's it. Outside of that, expect Litecoin to go down. I mean, it's just that blunt, that easy to see, that if these buyers aren't here anymore, they're not willing to buy Litecoin at this price, then obviously we need to expect continuation of movement to the downside. Here it is on the 3. This is definitely a lot of weakness here on the 3-day chart. All of this is weakness, 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 and weakness. Okay, so we really haven't seen any indication of buyers coming in right now. So until we see that, we need to continue to go with the market, which is currently going down. Here it is on the 4. Okay, you guys can pretty much see this is pretty good to see an initial stage of buying. Now, it doesn't mean that the selling is over, but at least it's giving us an indication that the market is telling us, hey, I'm willing to buy Litecoin at this area. We need to see it continue though. Here it is on the 5. Definitely looks pretty weak on the 5. Here it is on the current 5-day bar. You guys can see 8 hours and 19 minutes. And this is all the market has done in sense of price movement. This is all it did. This very small spread. Why is it smaller? Why is the volume light? And where is the market? If you really wanted to buy this cryptocurrency at this price because you had a high confidence that the market was going to go high from here, then you would expect to see somebody really trying to accumulate this crypto. But you're not seeing it on the 5-day chart. And then the spread is a lot smaller. Why isn't the buyers moving the price up and away from this pocket? That's the question. Because the only reason that would be the case is that they are not confident themselves that Litecoin is a value right now. This is pretty much what the 5-day chart is telling us. Now, it may take some time though, right? They could be sitting the sideline, and I'm talking about the buyers, could be sitting on the sideline, waiting to see if there's any more people trying to sell. And if that don't happen, if the sellers don't come in and continue to push down the price in Litecoin, and this market stays elevated on this buy pocket, then you would expect the market to begin to go higher. So that's what I'm waiting to see. Here it is on the weekly chart. Take a look at Litecoin on the 2 weeks. That is very weak. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. Fantastic move up. Fantastic move right back down. The market buyers on this 2-weekly price bar right there exerted a whole lot of effort and energy to move the price from a low of $79.68 to a high of $113.71. That took a whole lot of money to do that. But then to come back the next 2 weeks and completely erase all of that energy and effort, it shows you that we may have a bigger move to go in Litecoin. Here it is on the 3. Here it is on the 5, and so far on the monthly chart. Yeah, that's definitely weak there on the monthly chart too. 4 days, 9 hours, that's definitely some weakness there. So I'm not too confident that Litecoin is a buy right now. But however, let's look at this on the hourly chart as we always do. Just trying to see if these buyers are really confirming their buying down there. And right now on the 11, I don't see it. Here it is on the 5-hour chart. I really don't see that indication there too. I think I might want to move this. Let's move this right here. Look at Litecoin on 3. Yeah, I don't see it, y'all. If you're trying to buy this cryptocurrency, you might want to wait until it comes back to this pocket of buying to see if it's going to hold, because right now you're just not seeing the follow through. And follow through means when the market makes a new low and it makes a higher low, this is now the time for Litecoin to bounce, because the market is currently breaking through that trend line. And as you can see, it's not breaking through this one. Okay, so definitely the market looks weak in Litecoin. Here it is on the 330. So yeah, we might have to anticipate Litecoin coming all the way down to these areas now. So let's go ahead and create a buy pocket here. And let's do some right there. So this is on a 330-minute chart, y'all. Okay, so now when we put it back on the daily, we now got some targets that we can focus in on in the sense of looking for price and Litecoin to go down. So we got like 3 more buy pockets that we've added. So we're going to go ahead and anticipate lower prices still in the market in Litecoin. And I want you all to remember that we can still see, there's still a chance for us to see the price pop and hold this first buy pocket. If that's the case, then yeah, this prediction won't go right. So I'm just going to let you know that off from the rip. So however, if you wanted just to take some off the table to allow that chance to happen, if you allow it to hit off the top of that buy pocket, that's only what, 2.63%. At the bottom of that pocket is about 5%. So we're going to try to target the bottom, and then our next target is going to be at this next buy pocket around $76.15, 8.79. Next buy pocket would be about 11 3/4. Then at the very bottom is about 20% move to the downside. Okay, so definitely we need to see at what point will Litecoin ultimately find buyers. And right now it's going to be, we presume it's going to be one of these 4 pockets that we just created. Okay, so that's it. I am finished. Let me know your thoughts. As always, Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different, because that is where your edge is going to come from. You cannot do the same things that everybody else is doing. You have to figure out a way to be different in trading to find an untapped edge so that you can begin to bring in the bread.